Shalom, Yasharala. This is your brother Dawud from GMS Tampa Bay 07, coming at you with the same truth again. First and foremost, I want to give all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you, I can push this truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. Alright? So, continuing on with the whole ISIS deal, right? We've been following this track. I'll just call them ISIS for the fucking lack of a better terms for the rest of these people that's knowing. They all the same shit. It's all backed by the American military or the American government, you know. These are their proxies. But as you see this build up to this false flag, you know what I'm saying? Russia is clearly, openly, officially calling them out on this, all right? This one here says Russia warns U.S. not to play with fire in Syria, Sergei Lavrov basically says. But this one here is going to be a little different because what? Russia's already pre-telling them. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, we already warned you. You know what I'm saying? So, ain't no question about it. America said what they going to do. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know what I'm saying? You see the back and forth. You know what I'm saying? You see what they being accused of and what Russia talking about doing. You know what I'm saying? But what America, we're going to get into what America talking about, what they going to do. You know what I'm saying? So, you see it, the back and forth going on as the build up, you know, and all these important roles. And how all these different strings is culminating to make one big massive trap. All right, like at the same time as the so-called chemical attack that America got to deal with, they got the economic war with China going on, trade war with China going on. They got the S-400 problem with Turkey going on. You know what I'm saying? They got, you know, all kind of scenarios popping off all at one time. You know what I'm saying? For them to be worried about different things, you know? So this one here says Russian foreign minister is the latest to warn the U.S. against using possible chemical weapons provocations to justify a new strike against Syrian forces. He said Moscow warned that the West would not play with fire in Syria. Warned the West not to play with fire in Syria. All right, basically saying like, look, bro, we know y'all on that bullshit. We know how y'all get down. Y'all done did it before. But we not with that fuck shit no more. Don't y'all bring y'all ass over here doing that shit or it's going to be big problems. Sergei Lavrov reiterated that the warning that the staged chemical weapons attack in Syria's Idlib province may trigger a U.S.-led attack on the forces loyal to Damascus. So they already in the open saying, look, bro, we already know that y'all are trying to basically do a preemptive strike. But instead of like your normal preemptive strike, we just gonna go over there and blow some shit up. Nah, we gonna stage some shit that's gonna justify us going over it so y'all can't say it was a preemptive strike. All right? And now here it says, U.S. and allies can have missiles ready to strike Syria within 24 hours. Yeah, because of the fact that they got their ships already in position. That's what further proof of what the hell they doing. All right, there's no how do I say? There's no surprise to what's coming around the corner. All right, but just really is what's the effect of what's popping off after that? What's the new phase that we about to go into? All right, is America and Russia going to exchange fire from this or what? All right, it says a new provocation is being prepared by the West to hamper anti-terrorist operations in Idlib, Lavrov said during a joint media conference with his Syrian counterpart, Vlad Malem. We have facts on the table and have issued a strong warning to our Western partners through our defense ministry and our foreign ministry not to play with fire. So they basically coming out right now telling them, look, bro, don't do this fuck shit that y'all playing with, man. Because this is all y'all, look. Because every time y'all doing this ain't like y'all just spreading lies and rumors. Y'all actually over here bombing shit, causing, you know, damage to military equipment, which could lead to war. And we ain't trying to wage war, bruh. These countries don't want war. But Americans keep pushing these people, backing them into corners and pushing them. So they ain't got no choice but to have war. All right, and these same people, these Americans here would say all of these Arabs and the Middle Eastern people hate us because we got freedom. No, they hate you because of these problems here. Like right now, they telling you, bro, just stay the fuck out of Syria, man. Take your shit and go home. But now y'all talking about some, oh man, if y'all drop a chemical, if there's a chemical attack over there, we blowing y'all shit up. Like, nah, niggas, stop with that shit because that's just gonna lead to more and more war. And it's not on your turf, it's on our turf. All right. It says earlier the Russian military reported that the group militants in Syria was preparing for provocation. All right, and now this is the same group that Russia's saying like we got the terrorists surrounded, right? We already got them surrounded, but we can't get to them, and the UN Security Council can't get into them because why? America got them surrounded in their bases, and we know that they the ones that's funding these people, giving them arms, and we know that they're about to wage a damn chemical attack. Like so like it's all out in the open, and these countries is openly getting tired of this shit, which is gonna lead to what? World War III, right? So it says Uh, the incident will be used by the U.S. and its allies to justify a new attack against the country similar to what happened in April, according to the claim. It says amid international tension, Russia has launched a massive naval exercise in the Mediterranean Sea, which includes 25 ships, 35 aircraft, including two, I think it's pronounced Zoo, or two Tu-160 strategic bombers. All right, the U.S. now. Again, you got to look at what's really going on. This is way bigger than some bullshit ass terrorists. All right, it's way bigger than some Bashar al-Assad and Syria type of shit. Nah, this is way bigger than all that. This is what's really going on here. Is you got Russia and America posturing at each other. All right, moving closer and closer into war. That's what's really going on. Because really, in an open front, America and Russia ain't got no real beef against one another. All right, they don't got no real. The only real so-called problems that they got, which ain't a real problem, it's a propaganda, is the so-called Russiagate shit that you hear about on CNN. But other than that, Russia and America don't got no real beef. So what they need to create a beef, and what's the beef? Well, Syria, Iran, and Russia, they all in conglomeration with one another. They all partners. So if something happened to one, they step up to protect one another. Same with America and NATO. But nevertheless, that's the deal with Russia and being inside the picture. You know what I'm saying? So whenever, and with America's side, what they doing is like, well, we ain't got no real beef. So what we gonna do is we just out here to fight the terrorists. So what you do is you drop the terrorists off in the land of Syria. You start fucking their shit up to the point where Syria is asking for help from their allies to stop the American bombing. That brings Russia into the picture. All right, now when you got too many people in a club and you start stepping on toes, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't enemies beforehand, but you just stepped on my toes, and now, there's a problem, you know what I'm saying? And so this is the lead up bringing in America versus Russia into World War III. One of the reasons, one of the catalysts. There's a bunch of them, but this is just one of them. All right? And so this is the importance, again, of the proxies, of having a proxy and the survival of ISIS to maintain. But as you see now, Russia and these other countries ain't buying this bullshit no more. Russia first stepped up in Syria and started trying to annihilate the damn terrorists and bombing them. It was doing a good ass job. That's why we're in the scenario we in now, where they circled in the Idlib province. All right, they was doing a good ass job. They was tired of that shit, standing up to it. But now they calling America out for arming them and keep holding them up and protecting them. You know what I'm saying? So now, hey, all cards on the table. All right. So continuing on, it says U.S. earlier stated that it would retaliate to a possible chemical attack by the Syrian government using more firepower than it did in April. The previous tripartite, or multiple people, these other nations, tripart strike by the U.S., U.K., and France targeted what they call sites involved in chemical weapons research. Now, officially, this is some bullshit, because again, the U.S. made them get rid of their chemical weapon stockpile, and I believe they use a neutral party to investigate, and they use Russia to carry out the disposal of it. All right, in which America even verified that they ain't got no more, but somehow they still was able to pull off a couple different chemical attacks. I don't understand that, and yet they still accusing them of doing the same thing. Why aren't they accusing Bashar al-Assad of having chemical weapons after he even had the shits, But they already know, they passed that point, they're just ready to just bombard his ass. It says, it came in response to an alleged use of an impoverished chlorine bomb against the militant-held area. Russian insisted the incident had been staged with a goal of triggering the Western response. And that's the same boat that we in right now. It's the same thing that's going on now. But this time, nobody really took heed to the warning beforehand, and America really didn't, take heed to it either. But now, you got Russia again, like, look, bro, we exposing y'all ass for what y'all doing, and we not really taking that, bro. Like, it's gonna be some real consequences eventually. This is gonna have to come to an end one way or another. We don't want to go, and Russia keep pleading with America, like, bro, do you not realize the type of path we're going down? Look at the shit that you're doing. The world can't survive with your psychotic ass running around here like that. We got to do something about this. You know what I'm saying? But Russia ain't the one to sit up there and try to put a stop to America. They just stopping America from all this fuck shit that they doing. And Russia not openly saying, all right, America, you need to sit the fuck down. We about to bomb your ass. Nah, Russia just like every scenario like this. Like, look, bro, we're not gonna just let you roll up in Syria and bomb them with this fake ass chemical attack, bro. So if you want to do that, bro, we're gonna be here with that response. And again, which is, like I said, running down the damn road to World War III. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and close out with this here lesson, Lord, when it was edifying into the elect. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and close out by saying, Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. A citation and much love for your Aki and pushing this truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth. All right, enduring afflictions to edify and feed the elect. Stay strong. Shalom.